Well, okie dokie, artichokey. Let's do something, even if it's hokey. Who's ready to go see what kind of mischief we can get into today? Well, good morning, everybody. Old Big Mike back out here at the Hoopty Farm. And today, we're going to work on our Massey Ferguson number 12, if you can see that, square hay baler. We bought this last year. Another one of them things that's supposed to be ready to go. They said they used it 2 seasons before, which would be 3 seasons now since we bought it last year. Anyway, and first things first, obviously, we got some cleaning to do in here. I'm going to get all these leaves and all that junk out of there. We're going to go through here and we're going to grease and lube and grease and check things out and see to it that everything's in semi-operating order. Maybe straighten up a few odds and ends. And let's see if we can't get this dude ready to bale some hay. So, stick with me. Well then, with the help of my old Harbor Freight leaf blower and my compressor and my little blower, we got this dude pretty well cleaned up. Got all them leaves and sticks out of there and down inside there. So I got this part all cleaned out pretty well. And we got our box for our twine cleaned out, settled in, and pretty much got all this cleaned out. A little bit of whatnot left in there. We'll get her blown out. We got all our gear drives and all that stuff pretty well cleaned up. Dug out some old grease and stuff, and so now reckon I'm gonna grease all these dudes and see where else I can find where grease goes, and I'm gonna put the grease to it, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Okay, well, so I'm not sure how bad it is, but apparently this thing is not wanting to go. I had it hooked up to the PTO and all that, hooked up the shaft, everything. I just barely bumped it just to, see if it was going to go, because I didn't want to all out destroy it, just in case. And it's a good thing, because it, now let me shut this for a second. It just, I don't know if it's something in the gearbox locked up. Seems like it's kind of loose there. Have to tighten that up. But I don't know if it's in the gearbox or something down inside here bound up. I mean, when things sit for a couple of 3 years or whatever, sometimes things bind up. I've lubricated everything down in there for the most part, as much as I can, I'm not sure yet. So, first things first, I'm gonna get these bolts off of here. I'm gonna open up this top, get down in there, see if we can work with it and see what's going on before I tear into that gearbox. So, alright, here we go. Well, that was a bust. That didn't help me get into anything. I thought maybe it'd help me get back in there, but I have to take a lot more stuff apart to get in there. So we're going to go ahead and get in this gearbox, draining all the gear lube out of it, and we'll see what's inside there. So that apparently is what's in there. Got these bearings on there, and they seem good. When you roll this dude, it kind of, it's like there's a spring in there or something holding it, or gear. I don't know. But anyway, but it don't come out. I don't know. So I'm going to take these off right there and see if maybe I can do anything with this to move it back and forth. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. I'm just trying to figure something out. Okay, so I think I gained some understanding on this thing. I don't think it's got nothing to do with that necessarily. I think that just is supposed to slip as a cautionary thing. Because I got to looking inside of here, and I do believe I have a clue what's going on. If you look down in there, you see that discoloration there? Same on the other side. And if you see where this bar right here is connected, that is a fixed position, which would tell me that this part here is supposed to slide back and forth. This whole thing should be sliding on there, and I think because it's so dry and rusted and hasn't been used in a few years, that I probably am going to have to clean all that out really, really good and lubricate it and see if we can get that going. Because like I said, with this bar right here being fixed to that there, when this comes around, when this part right here comes around, that would pull that back and forth. So I think I got it figured out. So I'll put this all back together now, and we'll put some fresh gear lube in it and all that stuff, and I'll start working on that part in there. I'll get this out of the way, and then we'll see if we can get that cleaned out and keep on moving forward. So as it goes at the Hoopty farm, it's not going. I think I know what the issue is. I'm not 100% sure. You guys can tell me if I'm stupid or what, but hold on here. Okay, that slide back there, if you can see that, I believe that is supposed to slide back and forth here and here, but if you look, somebody's been beating on that thing. Somebody been beating on that. There's old beat marks all over in here, and I'm going to say that these people were probably less than honest with me. Saw an easy mark or whatever, because, you know, I didn't know what to look for on this thing. I never said I was a farm mechanic. So, you know, I don't know. Now I got to look for parts for this silly thing, and unless somebody else knows something that I'm not seeing, you know, I mean, I know that that rod connects right there, and everything else works. When you turn the pulley, everything else works. The knives work and all that. The tines turn. Everything works except that thing in there. So, if you know something different than I do, let me know down there in the comments, because I'm fixing to wrap this dude up, and I'm going to go in the house and see if I can't find some parts or something, or parts place, and I don't know. Anyway, but do me a favor. If you ain't subscribed, go ahead and do that. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever, you know. Share it with your friends and hit that notification bell so you can see what kind of craziness ensues after this. And till next time, you know the drill. You keep watching, and I'm going to keep working.